Hare Krishna, let's talk about the controversy that is taking place between the Adani Group and the Hindenburg research. What is this controversy? What is the Hindenburg report that has created a complete mayhem in the stock market that has led to the bloodbath of Adani stocks? The stocks are falling like the deck of cards. What is the report? What does it say? We'll all discuss in this video. The Hindenburg report says that the Adani stocks are overvalued. The P ratio is high. They are overpriced, overvalued. The debt is high. And because of the ragging and manipulation, the stock price have been increased. And majority of these stocks have been held by the Adani Group itself. And there are no stocks for the retailers. So that are the statements or the claim that are mentioned in the report. Okay. And this lead to the panic among the retailers, among the investors, and as a result, Adani Group has lost the market capitalization of around 4 lakh crores in just 2 days. The major investor LIC had lost around 18,000 crores in just 2 days. ऐसा लग रहा है कि LIC को भी एक LIC की जरूरत है, जीवन के साथ भी और जीवन के बाद भी. Jokes apart, this created a mayhem and create a crazy response from the audiences, from the investors, from the retailers. Okay, let's look at the history of the Hindenburg research. Since 2020, they have launched 30 reports, negative reports against big companies, big MNCs of the world. And most of the reports were held true. No, they were really genuine, and because of that, it created panic, and the stocks had to face a huge dent or bloodbath in the stock market of their respective exchanges. Okay, so because of these researches and reports, they gained the credibility over the years. And now people, whenever they charge a report or release a report against a company, people think that is credible, and people start reacting in a very dirty fashion, and they start to panic and everything. They lose and the stock market collapse. Okay, that is a simple thing. They also messed up with Twitter. They released a report, negative report against Twitter, that Twitter is overvalued and blah blah blah. It has to be corrected. There are a lot of financial scams going on in the company. But when the entry of Elon Musk happened, it just changed the game. It just lifted the Twitter from low to high. They were expecting it to go down, but the Elon Musk is a game player, is a game changer. It just held the company from here to the next level. Okay, so basically what does it do? It is a smart player. The Hindenburg research, they are the short sellers. They short the market, and then they created the news, and the market panicked and the market collapsed, and they gain a huge amount of profit. Similarly, with the case of Adani, what happened? First, they shorted the market. First, they shorted the Adani stocks, and then released the report in the public that, okay, these are the scams, or not the scams, these are the points, negative impacts that it create on Adani Group. And when people read, the investors came to know all these things, they start to panic. The market collapsed, and because they have shorted the market in the first place, they have earned a huge amount of profit. They have earned a huge amount of money from this report. So maybe this can be a propaganda, or maybe a money-making machine, a money-making strategy for the Hindenburg research. Who knows? In the report, they are saying that it is overvalued or the prices are high. That has been known by the people. That is not a hidden fact. That is the fact that has been revealed or known by the people. Since the COVID time, the Adani stock were rising, so people were aware. People know that the prices are overvalued, the P ratio is high, the debt is increasing, but it doesn't lead to any uncertainty. Maybe the debt is there, but it is not that if Adani Group is collapsing, then the financial system, the banking system of the country will collapse. It is not like that. Let me tell you, because the debt that is being sanctioned against the Adani Group is only the 1.5% of the net worth of the banks. In the private sector, in the public sector, is around 5.5%. So despite Adani Group's collapse or having the bloodbath in the stock market, the financial system of the country or the economic situation of the country will not had to suffer. So first of all, this is just a false propaganda or maybe a money making strategy for them. If they have to release the report, let's say, why would have they shorted the Adani stocks and then release the reports? Why can't they oppose it? Because they know once they shorted the market, they want the market to fall down, and how they can create the panic by releasing the report, by releasing the negative report in the people, so that people will get to know about the reality which they already know, but they start to panic, and they, as a result, they made a huge amount of money. Okay, the second point is that they are saying that the Adani Group is holding or increasing the stakes, or they have all the stakes and none of the retailers have their stakes. So tell me, Hindenburg Research, one thing, if Adani has all the stocks of his company, if the report came down or the report came into public, why would the stock start to fall? If the retailers doesn't have the, don't have the stocks in the company, just answer this question. Okay, ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि अडानी खुद का शेयर बेचने लग जाए. Okay, and LIC तो is now in order to average out their shares is not selling because it had a huge dent of 18,000 crores. So ऐसा तो नहीं होगा Adani starts to sell his stocks. So there are holdings of retailers, they are holding of other FIIs, HNIs and DIIs. So because of that, this theory fails. And many more. If there are debt related issues, fine. So some of the Adani Group company that is facing debt issue, that has to suffer. Why other stocks that are fundamentally strong, they have to suffer? Like Ambuja Cement. Ambuja Cement is fundamentally strong company, but because of that news, why the share of that company is falling down, which is fundamentally sound? Just have a thought about this, guys. Have a thought about this. This all Hindenburg Group, the research that they published, the report, is just to create a panic and to make a profit for them, not for the retailers. And at the end, who is in the loss? The company, the investors and the retailers. And who is in the profit? Those who were in the strategy of that report, and before that they have already done the task. And this what exactly happened in 1978 when Dhirubhai Ambani Reliance, okay, the beer cartel decided to short the market and they created a panic. Everyone was selling. They were short selling the market, and the prices of Reliance were 40 and it came down to 120. And then Dhirubhai was started to panic. He used his mind because he's a genius businessman. He started to buy his own shares. The more it falls, the more it accumulates. And in doing so, there was no supply of stocks because the beer cartel, those who had sought the market, sold the stocks, now they have to again buy it in order to do the settlement. But there is no stock left in the stock market. And because of this, they had to face a huge loss and the prices again came back. So I think Adani will also do the same. Adani has not a weak player. It is the world former second largest, richest person in the world. Okay, now it shifted down. So basically, in the reply to Hindenburg report, Adani has launched and released 400 pages. In that first point, he mentioned that it is not against Adani Group. It is against the nationalism. It is against the India. So there is a propaganda. There is some foreign institution, maybe foreign players who is trying to defame India, who is trying to put India down by defaming Adani Group. So Adani is saying that whatever point that you have mentioned is already we have clarified with the SEBI. It is clarified with the banks, and also it is there in the website of ours. So please have a look. And whatever you were saying, half of that is baseless. So in order to go a reply to Hindenburg Research, Adani has published a 400 pages detailed report against that report that Hindenburg had launched. Okay, so basically, see, I am not against Adani or not in favor. As you might think that I am in favor of Adani, it's not like that. The thing is, there is some big issue coming. Okay, there is some propaganda. There is some, a kind of targeting Adani, targeting India. Why? Because Adani said in his report that A man from nowhere, he reached the heights of success. He became the second richest person of the world. And because of that, the companies, the foreign institutions, the American companies, they are targeting India, they're targeting Adani. Why this man has excelled in his business and came to this position of richest second richest person in the world. So it is in the report of Adani, it is says that it is not against Adani, it against the nationalism, it against India. There is some propaganda. Maybe it's possible. So guys, there is no need to panic. Already it is there, and Adani is adamant in launching their FPOs despite everything, despite the bloodbath and havoc in the stock market because of the Adani news. But they are adamant, they are committed towards their FPOs. They said that they are not going to deviate it. They are not going to delay it. The FPO will be launched on the scheduled date. Okay, this is the topic. I hope the controversy you got it. This is a propaganda that has been spread by the Hindenburg research against Adani, against India, as well as to make a huge amount of profit. They have selfish interest. They have shorted the market and then made the report in the public. So you are smart enough to decide whether it is genuinely a report against Adani, or there is something, some foreign institution, some foreign place targeting or conspiring against India or Adani to defame India, to bring Adani down, as well as to make huge amount of profit by creating panicking in the society or in the investors' mind. Okay, till that time, Hare Krishna, love you, bye bye, see you with another video of Speak Daily. Till that time, love you and stay happy.